We're now going to turn our attention to the concept of shortage and surplus. Now, when we talk about supply and demand, most students understand the concept of supply and the concept of demand. What can be confusing is how shortages and surpluses originate or develop. This is because when supply and demand is presented to you in a textbook, the curves are static. For example, when you look at a supply and demand curve, it's simply stated that when price is above equilibrium, you have a surplus, and when price is below equilibrium, you have a shortage. But what is not explained to you is how the shortage or surplus developed. And that's because your book is not animated. In other words, these curves shift. And when they shift, the shift is instantaneous, but the adjustment process to the new equilibrium takes time. That lag between one equilibrium to the next is how the shortage or surplus develops. Now, I could best illustrate this with the whiteboard. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw a supply and demand curves. First, I'm going to do my axes, my vertical axis and my horizontal axis. Label them, price and quantity over here. Then I'm going to draw a supply curve and a demand curve. Now, we have an equilibrium, and that's where supply and demand are equal, and that's where the lines cross. Now, let's say we increase demand at all price levels. That means the demand curve is going to shift to the right. So I'm going to shift this to the right, call this D1. Now, as soon as we shift the curve, we no longer need the old curve. So let's get rid of that old demand curve. So I'm going to just erase it. And now we see something has developed. What has developed? Well, this price, this original price, hasn't changed, which means the intersection of the price and supply curve hasn't changed, and this is still quantity supplied. But quantity demanded has changed, and that's because in order for us to see what demand is associated with this price, we move over to the right till we hit the new demand curve. We go down, and this is our new quantity demanded. And now we see that quantity supplied is less than quantity demanded, and we have a shortage as a result. And this shortage is going to put upper pressure on price. Price is going to start to increase. When price increases due to the law of supply, supply will start to increase. And as price increases due to the law of demand, demand will decrease now. We'll move this way. And we're going to have a new equilibrium price eventually. We'll call this P2. And a new equilibrium, we'll call this Q2. But you see what was needed in order for the shortage to develop is the demand curve had a shift. When it shifted, price hadn't adjusted, and as a result, a shortage opened up. And that's how basically you go from shortage to surplus.